Hi everyone, welcome back. We were doing linear functions. That's a straight line. So today we have a quadratic equation. It's called quadratic because x squared, x to the second power, right here. It is not going to be a straight line. This function is going to look like a parabola, exactly like this. And I'm not going to read this notes because you can pause the video and read it. All you need to do is graph the parabola y equals x squared, but you don't have to do it from this graph. What we're actually going to do is we are going to go to the function. This one is y equals 2 x to the second power. So when x is -2, then -2 to the second power is +4. So let me see if I can type something like this. 2 times 4, because -2 to the second power is 4. So when x is -2, y is going to be 8. Right? Then to -1 to the second power is 1 times 2 is 2. Right? So this is saying like 2 times -1 to the second power. Now remember your order of operations, exponents first, and it includes the negative sign. So -1 to the second power is 2. Sorry, is 1. -1 to the second power is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay. Obviously 0 is going to give us back 0. 1 is going to be again 2. And 2 is going to be again 8. So to look at how that one will look like, we're going to just graph the points, -2, 8. So we can put here -2, 8, -2 for x, it was 8 for y. And then -1 for x, and it was 2 for y. We see the point right there. 0 gives us 0. 1 gives us 2. When we multiply it times 2 times x to the second power. And 2 will give us back 8. So we can see the points. Let's see if we can now do the graph. So for that, I'm going to just type, remember this wasn't y equals x squared, this was a equals x, sorry, to the second power. But it had a 2 for coefficient, right? The one next to the x is a 2. So it was 2 times x to the second power, and you can see right there how it matches my points. So we had done it right. I don't want you to just know that it's a parabola, but what are the points that make up this equation? Now, what I want you to do in your notebook is then, let's just do y equals x squared. The one that we had over here, y equals x squared. So all we need to do is square the x value, that's it. No times 2, easier for you. So let me see if we can do that. Going back to the table, and now we're going to, let me see. Let me just put this here. Now I'm going to slide this over. We're going to forget about all this. That was from the first table. So now choose the same values. -2 for x. Remember, we are just choosing which points to graph. So you use the points that are close to 0, like -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. So in this case, if y is equal to x squared. What is negative 2 squared? And that's what is called, square is al cuadrado in Spanish, so that's a quadratic formula. So negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. Then negative 1 times negative 1 is a positive 1. 0 will give us 0. 1 will give us 1. And 2 will give us back 4. So remember those points. You can pause it and copy the ordered pair like this. Ordered pair like this. X and Y. You don't have to copy X and Y, but copy the next 5 points. When X is negative 2, Y is 4. Look at that. And my Excel is doing it. So it did all the points for me. Great. So now let's plot this parabola. Let's plot this nonlinear graph. Okay, I hope you took this. I'm gonna close it. We don't need that anymore. We don't need the pictures anymore. We actually don't need Desmos anymore because we're gonna do it on GeoGebra. So we're going to do the points from the table, right? Let me see if I can somehow, well, you can look at your notes. So the first point is negative 2 and 4. We're gonna plot that point at negative 2 and 4. All right. The next point from your table, let me see if I can accommodate this a little better. I'm going to delete all these. Okay, so quickly, I have my table in here. In fact, I only need my order pair now. Bear with me as I set my table, but you should have it on paper. So when I grab this, those are my points, negative 2, 4. Then the next point is negative 1, 1. Then 0, 0. Then 1, 1 again. And then 2, 4 again. And right now, it doesn't look like a big parabola, but we're gonna know that 3 to the second power is 9. So we're gonna put that point in there, and then negative 3, once we multiply it times negative 3, is going to turn into a positive 9. So now let's go ahead and input the, let's see, input the formula. See if it does it for us. Y equals X to the second power, and boom, it hits all my points. So now we know that as X increases, let me move this out of the way. As X increases, as you move to the right here, Y is increasing way faster than in a linear function. You see how quickly this slope is rising, okay, on the positive side. On the left, because of the negative numbers, right here, the slope is decreasing, is approaching 0. But what you have to remember is that on quadrant 1, as X increases, Y increases too, but it's increasing much faster than if we have the function Y is equal to X. You see how far this graph goes, and the quadratic one is gonna get higher, faster, and steeper. All right, thank you very much.